Do you know the one conversation that can change your career forever? Imagine this. You're at a crowded industry event, trying to make meaningful connections, but everyone seems focused on their own agendas. You feel out of place, unsure if anyone is truly interested in what you have to offer. You start thinking about leaving early, but then a stranger taps you on the shoulder. "Give me 5 more minutes, and I'll introduce you to someone who could double your income," they say. The power of networking, building connections, that matter. In just a few minutes, you're walking into a life-changing conversation that shifts your career into high gear. That's the essence of Keith Ferrazzi's book, Never Eat Alone. Ferrazzi teaches that networking is not about collecting business cards or attending endless events. It's about creating genuine, meaningful relationships that can open doors you never knew existed. What if you could experience this kind of breakthrough with every networking opportunity? Ferrazzi's approach to networking is fundamentally different from what most people think. Rather than relying on luck or chance encounters, he argues that relationships should be built on generosity and value creation. The key to truly effective networking is adopting a mindset that focuses on helping others succeed before seeking personal gain. This shift in perspective leads to stronger, more authentic connections, ultimately accelerating your own growth. At the heart of Ferrazzi's philosophy is the idea of generosity. He doesn't just preach networking for the sake of it. He emphasizes that relationships should be rooted in the intention to give first. When you approach networking with the mindset of, "How can I help you?" instead of, "What can you do for me?" you'll find that people are far more willing to reciprocate. This mindset of giving without expecting anything in return creates a deep level of trust and respect, both essential elements for long-term, meaningful relationships. The core principles of Never Eat Alone are simple yet powerful. Be generous, be authentic, always give value. Whether it's offering advice, sharing a resource, or making an introduction, each small act of generosity helps to strengthen your network and build trust. Ferrazzi teaches that when you make it a habit to consistently help others, the return on your investment, whether in the form of business opportunities, career advancements, or personal growth, is far greater than if you were simply looking out for your own interests. Building your network with purpose, strategies that work. As you delve deeper into Never Eat Alone, one of the key takeaways is the importance of being intentional with your networking efforts. While many people think networking is about showing up at events and hoping for the best, Ferrazzi encourages a far more deliberate approach. He believes that networking should be treated as an ongoing process, not just a one-time event. To make the most of your connections, you need to be strategic in how you build and nurture relationships. Ferrazzi advocates for what he calls relationship mapping, a method that helps you identify the individuals who can truly help you move forward in your career. By focusing on people who can support your goals and vice versa, you can begin building a network that's based on mutual benefit. It's not about trying to meet as many people as possible, but rather about meeting the right people, those who share your values, your vision, and who can provide you with guidance and support when needed. Once you've identified the key players in your network, the next step is to create a plan for staying in touch with them. Now, Ferrazzi stresses the importance of regular follow-ups and periodic check-ins to keep the relationship alive. This is where many people fail in their networking efforts. After the initial meeting, they often let the connection fizzle out. But in Ferrazzi's world, the follow-up is just as important as the first meeting. One of the most practical pieces of advice Ferrazzi offers is to always follow up within 24 hours of meeting someone. This can be as simple as sending a thoughtful email or connecting on LinkedIn with a personalized message. The key is to remind the person of your conversation, express genuine interest in staying in touch, and offer something of value. Whether it's sharing a helpful resource, offering a helpful introduction, or simply checking in to see how they're doing, this small gesture can go a long way in building a lasting relationship. Ferrazzi also emphasizes the power of small gatherings over large events. While attending big networking events might seem like the way to go, he suggests that hosting smaller, more intimate gatherings, like a dinner with a few key contacts, can be far more effective. In these settings, you have the opportunity to connect on a deeper level, engage in meaningful conversations, and build stronger bonds. Ferrazzi calls this the power of the small dinner, and it's one of the most valuable strategies for creating lasting relationships. The takeaway? Networking is not a one-size-fits-all approach. By being intentional, identifying the right people, and nurturing those relationships over time, you can build a network that truly serves your personal and professional growth. Turning connections into opportunities. The long-term strategy. As you continue to explore Never Eat Alone, Ferrazzi's advice on turning connections into real opportunities becomes even more clear. One of the book's central themes is the idea that your network is only as valuable as the relationships you build and the value you provide. Simply knowing a lot of people isn't enough. The key to success is turning those connections into opportunities that propel you forward in your career. Ferrazzi teaches that networking isn't just about gathering a list of contacts. It's about creating a web of mutually beneficial relationships. Each connection you make should be seen as an opportunity to learn, collaborate, and grow. This is where the concept of relationship equity comes into play. By consistently offering value to others, you build up a form of currency that you can draw on when you need help. This isn't about transactional relationships, but about creating a network where everyone is invested in each other's success. Another key strategy Ferrazzi advocates for is the art of the thoughtful ask. After you've built a strong foundation of trust and goodwill with someone, it's okay to ask for help or advice, but it's important to do so thoughtfully. Instead of simply asking for something, Ferrazzi recommends making your request specific and aligned with the other person's strengths. This makes it easier for them to help you, and it demonstrates that you value their expertise and input. Of course, it's not enough to simply ask for help. You also need to give back. The best way to ensure that your relationships remain strong is to continue offering value in return. Whether it's sharing information, making introductions, or offering support, the more you give, the more you'll receive. Ultimately, Never Eat Alone teaches that networking isn't just about building a list of people who can help you. It's about creating a community of like-minded individuals who share your goals, your values, and your vision for the future. When you build relationships with purpose and authenticity, you create a network that works for you, not just in the short term, but over the long haul. So, the next time you attend a networking event or reach out to someone new, remember that it's not about the numbers or the surface level connections. It's about the lasting relationships you create along the way. In the end, Ferrazzi's book is more than just a guide to networking. It's a blueprint for building meaningful, lasting relationships that can transform your career and your life. By applying his principles, you can turn every connection into an opportunity and every opportunity into success.